Hello, and welcome back to the Richard Taliaferro podcast, where we take a look at career insights and give advice to career changers. I want to help you understand something that could change how you see your career progress forever. Maybe you've been spinning your wheels for a while, feeling like the momentum that you once had has completely stalled out. The well of ideas that used to brim inside of you has gone a little dry, and you're wondering if you've hit some sort of professional dead end. Here's what I want you to know: you're not broken and you're not stuck. What you're experiencing is completely normal, and there's a way forward that's probably simpler than you think. What if I told you that the breakthrough you're looking for doesn't have to be big or dramatic? What if the answer is actually much smaller and much more powerful than you realize? Let me share something that I've learned during my years in a high pressure newsroom that completely changed how I thought about career progress. It wasn't the big headline grabbing stories that truly transformed my career. It was the quiet, almost imperceptible shifts that happened when I least expected them. I remember sitting at my desk after a particularly challenging week and feeling completely stuck. My editing felt stale, my enthusiasm was waning, and I was sure I'd hit a professional dead end. Then someone shared a simple piece of advice that changed everything. Stay curious even when you feel burnt out. That's it. 7 words. It didn't solve everything, but it shifted something inside me. A little flicker of clarity. And suddenly, what felt impossibly complicated started to feel workable again. Here's what this means for you: that shift is gold. It doesn't look flashy on paper, but it's often what gets us unstuck. One idea, one sentence, one moment of, I never thought of it that way. These are the small wins that make the big changes possible. Now, here is what most of us get wrong: we chase clarity through intense planning and rigid strategies. But true momentum often arrives in the margins, those quiet moments between meetings, during a morning walk, or in a conversation that you didn't expect to be meaningful. What you can do right now is this: give yourself 15 minutes of unstructured time in your day. No agenda, no goals, just space to let your mind wander and connect dots you didn't know were there. Now, I know it sounds almost too simple, but this is where the magic starts to happen. And here's the other thing: practice what I call radical curiosity. Curiosity is a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. This doesn't mean you need to become an expert in everything. It means approaching your work and your challenges with genuine wonder. Try asking yourself, what am I not seeing here? What would someone completely different think about this situation? These questions create tiny cracks in your current perspective, allowing new light to enter. What you'll notice immediately is how these small questions start shifting how you see everything. The outcome you can expect is a gradual loosening of that stuck feeling, replaced by genuine curiosity about what's possible. Here's something else I need you to understand: we're really bad at recognizing our own progress. We zoom past moments of growth, always looking at the next mountain to climb. Instead, I want you to start what I call a small wins journal. This will help you because it creates evidence of your evolving professional self. Capture things like a conversation that felt slightly more authentic, an approach to a challenge with newfound patience, or a moment of unexpected clarity. These aren't just feel good exercises, they're proof that you're already moving differently. And here's what I've learned throughout all of this: massive transformations are made of countless tiny adjustments. They're not lightning strikes, but they're gentle tide changes. Your job isn't to force a breakthrough, but to stay open, curious, and kind to yourself in the process. Once again, you're not broken, you're not stuck. You're just learning to move differently. And that's how real magic happens. What you gain today is a completely different way to think about your career progress. Instead of waiting for that one big breakthrough, you now know how to create space for the small insights that actually change everything. You have permission to be curious, to collect your small wins, and to trust that gentle tide changes lead to the transformation you're looking for. If this resonated with you, I'd love to continue the conversation. You can find more insights like this on my blog, where we dive deeper into building momentum in your career journey. Until next time, stay curious about what's possible, even when you feel burnt out. If you're searching for work that works for you, I invite you to go to richardtaliaferro.com and schedule a complimentary call with me, and let's talk about it. Thanks for listening, and talk to you next week.